down a little bit. What's going on, everybody? There we go. Whew. It's a Kenny Rogers roaster out here. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Pooh Bear, how you doing? Hey, Cheryl Faulkner. You know I was gonna do a video. I said I'm gonna go live and just show y'all what I've been saying this whole time. Hey, Sauceless. Hey, Sylvia Ruth. Hey, Myra McLean. Myra McLean, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hey, Adina. Hey, Simi Davis. How y'all doing? Unbiased LLC, girl, you all over the place. You a superstar. You a superstar. Hey, Latoya Martin. Say, hey, Ant 4 Barbecue, what's up, man? Let me get some water in my body. This thing never give me what I need. Hey, Peacock, listen. How many people, I'm gonna get right into it because I got a couple things I wanna do. Look at this. You can't even hardly see them. Well, look at this then. I gotta get them before the animals get them. All right, y'all. Every year, I say I'm gonna show y'all my pears, and we end up harvesting them and not showing them. All y'all end up seeing me do is can them. This is a busy week for me. I got so much stuff going on, I can't even. Whew. So, how many people been trying to grow pears? Pears, anybody, raise your hand. I'm getting right into it so y'all know what's going on. Hey, Princess, how you doing? How many people have been trying to grow pears or want to grow pears, but you're not sure which one is going to grow in your area, which one is not going to have all the problems like fire blight? Hey, Christine, I'm going to show y'all one pear tree that's super susceptible to fire blight, and then I'm going to show you this one. Hey, what's up, Dave Busby? Hey, Soup, how you doing? Three pear trees for Midwest climate. I got you right here. Hey, I am Janet Alexis, how you doing? Hey, Abdul, how you doing? So, here's the deal. If you are trying to grow a pear, let's take my advice on this one, okay? I don't know everything, but dang on it, I know something that's a headbanger. If you've been trying to grow a pear, I don't care whether you live up in the north in the snow, or you live all the way down to Florida, all the way over to hot Texas. You can grow a pear. You can grow a pear. Literally. I'm going to tell you a pear that every single year it produces. I never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever fertilized it. Never, ever fed it. Damn near don't even water it. Don't even water it. I'm going to tell you the right pear to get. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you with me. We're going to pick the first one. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you. Let's just show you. Let's just show you. It's not the Bartlett, not the Kiefer. Kiefer is real susceptible to blight. Watch this. Look at this. You see this? First lesson of the day. How do you know when a pear is ready to pick? You don't let pears ripen on the branch. You don't let them ripen on the branch like apples. Nope. You take them and you lift them up and they should snap right off. Like that. See that? I didn't pull it. I just lifted it up. Look at the size of that freaking pear. This pear is the best pear on the planet, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm about to harvest these pears, and I'm going to let y'all watch me. There's not many on them this year because I had a grapevine back here, and it just consumed both of my trees and shaded them out. It still produced pears, And look, here go a lot of the grapevine right here I just cut off. Grapevine, grapevine still up there. I just said, let me stop and take a break and show y'all this big, beautiful, this the size of my head. Look at this. Look at that. That's a pear. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it. To know when a pear is ready, all you do is lift up on it. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Up close. All you do is lift up, you grab the pear. Look how big that is. You lift up, and if it snapped, look at it, see that? It didn't break, it didn't tear, it just literally snapped off like it's meant to do it. See that? And it's hard as a rock. That means it's ready. That means it's ready. Put this, I'm putting them all in my little bucket. Here's one that been blowing around in the wind. I'ma just, for the young lady that said all her apples had worms in them, so she cut the whole tree down. Sweetheart, this is what you do. You take that off, and you cut that off, okay? So, that was lesson number one. When you know when your pear is ready, if you come outside and you grab it and you lift it up and it doesn't come off, let it sit a little while longer. You shouldn't have to force, or you shouldn't have to twist nothing. I'm gonna do this again. You shouldn't have to do nothing to no pear. Nothing. We're gonna take that little guy right there. Now, if I have to do anything besides that, you see that? If I have to do anything more than just lift up, it's not ready. And there you go. This is an organic pear. It don't get no more organic than that. You see what a pear really supposed to look like? A little ashy. I'm gonna grab this other little guy. Lift up. Right off. Right off. Okay. This pear tree, this is the Orient pear tree. Okay? For everybody wondering, this is the Orient pear tree. Not an Oriental pear tree. It's called the Orient, like the Orient Express. Okay? Now, it's another kind of pear that is good in the South. It's a pineapple pear. T-Nog, New Orleans gardener, she grows a pineapple pear. The pineapple pear grows wonderful in the South, but this Orient pear has no fire blight. Now, I'm gonna show you something else that's awesome that I'm gonna do today, probably not live, but I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you something. Right, the Orient pear tree. Yes, Anthony Davis. You see pears is only on this one branch right here. No other pears is on the rest of this tree. You see that? I got two trees here. One here, loaded with tree. Well, it ain't loaded, but it got a nice amount of pears on it. None on this one. Only growing on this branch. Can y'all see that? Pears is only growing on this branch. Now, I want you to see, look at the leaf pattern. See how big those leaves are? Now watch this. Look at the leaf pattern on this one. See how small those leaves are? Okay, let's look at another one. Here's one. This leaf is more long. Do you see that? More long and thin. Small, long and thin, big and bold and rounded, oval shape. I'm gonna tell you why. There are only pears on this branch because this is the Orient pear tree that I grafted onto this Bartlett pear tree. The rest of this pear tree is I grafted the Moon Glow. It's originally the Bartlett, but I grafted on the Moon Glow, the Shinko, the kefir, the pineapple. I grafted several different pears on this tree. So that's why all the leaves look different. One thing I see every single year, I might not get no Bartlett pears. I might not get no Moonglow pears. I might not get no Asian pears, Shinko and the Shinseki. I may not get none of that. But every single year, no matter what the weather is, whether it's hot, whether it's a rainy season, no matter what, I get Orient pears every freaking year. And I've come to terms with something, family. I've come to terms with something. I've only had this tree here in the ground for about 2 years. I can't make this up. Look back at my videos 2 years, this tree ain't even here. No, this ain't even here. I jammed this in the ground because I had an extra one, didn't know what to do with it. Jammed it in the ground and it grew, and now it's almost as big as my Bartlett pear tree that's been in the ground for about 4 or 5 years. They grow so fast, and they will fruit probably in the first year. I can't make this up. I got 2 more Orient pear trees in the front of my house. And both, when I put this brand new one in last year, it fruited. It fruited. I ate fruit off of that tree as soon as I put it in the ground. It couldn't even hardly stand up on its own, but it bore full fruit. Full size fruit too. I couldn't believe it. It was about 3 or 4 of them, but it still bore fruit. So I'm coming to a conclusion. I have every Asian pear you can think of. I have the Korean giant. I have the Shinseki. I have the Shinko. I got about 6 different Asian pears. I'm done with that. I'm done. I got the Bartlett. I got this tree that I mixed up. But I got 4 Orient pear trees. 4. And let me tell you something. Every single year, they give me fruit. Whether it's a lot of fruit or a little bit of fruit. Where did you buy this? It don't matter where I bought it 5 years ago. You look online and find you an Orient pear tree, because I'm putting my stamp of approval on it. This tree is gonna bear no matter what. And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen people growing it down in Texas. I've seen people growing it in Florida. You go on YouTube, look all around type in Orient pear. How's the Moonglow taste and texture? It's a pear. You know, I don't like really telling people the taste of things. I'll try to describe it. My taste buds aren't your taste buds. And, you know, and I might like something that you don't like. I love persimmons. A lot of people don't even like them. And I got a whole 4 trees full of persimmons that I can't wait to go grab this year. And I've had people come back and tell me, I don't know what Led was thinking about. Them things is gross. So me to sit here and do the mukbang thing with you, I can't do that. Okay, they're delicious to me. I like all pears. And when you talk about the texture, if you're talking about grainy versus a smooth pear, I want you to understand something. All those smooth, creamy textured pears, like the Ayers pear, the Bartlett, super blight. You talking about always getting fire blight and having to cut half of your tree down every year, just like well, we're gonna leave that alone. I don't know. You're gonna have to just go grab you a Orient pear and just taste it, okay? I'm not gonna sit here. I can't sit here and just mukbang it for you. It's a whole bunch of channels. Matter of fact, it's a whole bunch of channels. All they do is eat stuff for people and talk about it. Go ask one of them, grab an Orient pear and describe it to you for about an hour like they do. I don't know nothing about that. Simi Davis said, just ordered mine. Get ready prepping. How you doing? Say, hey, Led, just sent you a gift in email today. Did you get it? Was that you get ready prepping? I'm about to. Cause get ready prepping, was that you? Yeah, I'm not gonna do a mukbang though. That ain't what I do. Okay. Okay, get ready prepping. I'm going to email you back because you're a genius. I have never had nobody send me no artwork like that, ever, ever. Do you need 2 pairs to pollinate? You always need at least 2 pairs. You need 2 of everything. It just makes everything better. You don't necessarily need that because down here you got a lot of flowering pear trees, the Bradford pear trees, and they pollinate. Your flowering pear trees pollinate your fruiting pear trees. So you don't really need it, but you know. How you doing, Pamela? How you doing? If you have a lot of flowering pear trees in your area, you don't have to have more than 1 tree. Cause my neighbor got a bunch of flowering pear trees in the front, and when I first started growing pears, that was what was pollinating my pear trees when I first moved in this house. Get ready prepping, man. Oh, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Hey, she is sunshine. Say, I try to buy everything in pairs like Noah's Ark. I do too. I do too, but sometimes you don't need it, and a lot of people won't have the space because pear trees get huge. A pear tree will get almost 30 feet tall if you let it, and they grow. So they will grow 12 feet in just one summer. What's up, GT Junior grows it, man? I seen your little afro. I seen your little afro. Man, y'all was killing me last night. I was listening while I was driving. Uh, Miss Sharon, can you tell me how to tell the difference in male and female blueberry bushes? Nope, I can't. I can't do it. Um, if I okay, Danny's mom said, "Hey, official Jamia, hey, how you doing?" Danny's mom says, "If I graft a branch of flowering pear onto an Orient pear tree, would it pollinate?" Yes. And you want to know something else? You can take the fruiting branch off the branches of this pear tree that I just cut off. You can take a fruiting branch and graft it onto a flowering pear tree, and you will have a fruiting pear tree. You can go either way. Take the flowering, graft it onto the fruiting, or take the fruiting and graft it onto the flowering. I grafted a piece of Bartlett pear tree on his tree up front. He don't even know it. He don't even know it. It was growing fruit. He didn't even know it. His uh, uh, lawn care crew would come and start cutting at it and stuff. They knew because I seen the little guy take a pear off of that piece I grafted on there years ago. He take the pears off of it. Then he just kind of trim it up a little bit. Let me see. How much did you pay for a square foot of grassland in the U? I don't know. I don't know about that. Uh, how much did I pay for a square foot of grassland? What does that even, what does that mean? I can't buy anything without being a citizen. I know as much, but still curious. Yeah, you gonna have to come over here and find out on your own, okay? Because that is different strokes for different folks, different pay for different places. What I paid, you probably won't pay. You may pay more, you may pay less. Just depend on where you're going. How you doing, Cheryl? Say, hello, Led. I have an Orient pear and would have had my largest harvest in 22 years, but the triple digits in Texas got it. Yeah, I know. Soup Bone says, I planted 3 pear trees this summer and they decided to kill themselves. I think all the leaves dropped. Just because the leaves dropped don't mean your tree is dead. That don't mean your tree is dead. If they all turn black, that mean they have fire blight. When you get fire blight, the thing that hurts your feelings, and I'm about to show you in a minute, a tree with fire blight. What happens is, it's too much moisture, too much humidity, not enough water, you ain't watering it hard enough, the next thing you know, fire blight. It just happens literally overnight, like your tree got set on fire. Say, Led, I have a sick apple tree, yard flooded, and now it's all brown leaves, stem is green. under the bark. What can I do to fix the issue? I don't know how big your apple tree is, but if I was you, what I've done before, if it keep raining and it's keep being wet in that spot, um, uh, yeah, I'm biased. uh, I would just dig it up and put it somewhere else. If it's brown and it's browning up because it's so wet in that area, it's probably drowning. The roots are drowning. I would just take it up and take it somewhere else. I'm gonna grab a few more pears, but I'm still watching the questions. What is the best persimmon to grow in hot weather? That's completely up to you. All persimmons are for hot weather. So that's completely up to you. I grow, and I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. Right now I'm at Easley Island. I grow the fuyu, the gyro, um, the coffee cake, the chocolate, and I always forget the name of this one, Tamapan. Yes, I have the chocolate one, and I'm gonna show you this as soon as I do this. I'm going to show you the chocolate persimmon, and I'm going to show you the coffee cake persimmon today. We might as well. Are you going to can pears this season? Mm-hmm. Yes, she is sunshine. I got it. Traveling through says, oh, traveling through. What's going on? Say we'll be attending the free community gardening session with the family to learn about herbs. Okay. Yeah, pinky finger out to the coffee cake. Okay, say I haven't faced any, everything will be fine. I haven't faced any fire blight on my kefir pear as of now. Hopefully it won't be an issue. I also have 4-in-1 pear tree. I'm going to purchase the Orient tree as well. Thanks, lady. No problem. I'm gonna tell you this. That kefir tree it'll trick you. 1 minute it's doing great, and the next minute the whole dang on thing fire blight burnt down. I stopped messing with the kefir years ago. If you look at my old pear tree videos, I had about 4 kefirs, and they all did the same thing for years. I just dug them up. I got rid of them. They was driving me crazy. It was like every time they would be full of fruit, fire blight. When fire blight hit, the fire blight gets into the fruit, ruins the fruit, ruins everything. It just destroys it all. So I don't even deal with it. Let me see. So I'm gonna grab a few more of these pears. So this is what I wanted to let y'all know that I'm gonna do. This whole Orient pear tree branch right here, recommending any trees for zone 8. Yes, the Stella, and the I can't think of that yellow and red one. I can't think. I used to grow the Stella cherry tree and the Rainier. Anything in the south, Stella cherry tree and the Rainier cherry tree. Love this piping hot heat. A beaver ate my cherry trees down years ago and pissed me off. Every year that thing used to produce. I got videos of it. It used to produce like crazy. I came out one day, beaver got it. Led, I want to buy some honey. How? I don't know. You got a store close to you? Or you live in a rural area or something? You can't get to it? Because they sells it on like Amazon or something. Walmart online. How can you get some honey? What? Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question or something. Buy my honey. Oh, no, I don't sell it. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I don't sell my honey. I would listen. I'm gonna tell you like I just told my homeboy last night. True story. I will never sell honey again. I will never sell it again. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to sell my honey every year. Every year we get 5-gallon buckets every time we go in the hive. I will never sell it again because that honey saved my life. Once I knew how precious, I knew it was precious, and I always said it was precious. Once I knew it actually, Now I know why the pharaohs put it in their tomb, next to their heart in the jar, and next to their brains in a jar, next to their lungs in a jar. They also had a jar of honey in every doggone tomb. Food of the gods. I know why they did it now. I know why they did it. They wanted to, everything they kept in them jars, they wanted to make sure it got to the afterlife with them in their belief, okay? Now I know why. Because I want to say this, and you can take this however you want to. It kind of, I hate to say it like that. I'm going to say it. It brought me back from the dead. This was almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago when everything was happening. And I was gone for a while and everybody was like, what, Led, is you cool? You ain't been on a video in about 2 months. Let me tell you something. I got sick. I got sick with this mess. And I thought I was going to bite the dust. I did a, I ain't going to say it. I made a video right after. So as I'm saying, I made a video. Go back and watch that video. Everything I put in that hot toddy saved my life. That wasn't no normal video to me. It didn't get many views, and I was like, people just don't even know. They don't even know. I was thinking to myself, out of all the crazy videos I done, they'll get 1 million views or whatever, right? The one that everybody need to watch didn't watch it. And the more I hear people talk about their loved one passed away from that mess that was going on 2 years ago and a couple years, I be wanting to tell people so bad, but I can't. But I can't. Anytime I'm biased, yes. Lady Led too. We were going on a trip. I'm gonna just say this real quick. I think it's called I Healed Myself. I think the video is called I Healed Myself. Because they was gonna give me a copyright strike for what I called it in the first time. And I changed it because they told me the title. They was like, gave me a red flag for it, and I had to change the title. And I think I changed it to I Healed Myself, or How I Heal Myself, something like that. And let me tell you something. Me and Lady Led was on our way to Ohio because we had a meeting to take care of. We got sick again, both of us. We had to turn around and come back. And we did it again, and it worked again. Just telling you, okay? So after that, I told her, take the sale, honey for sale on our website, take it down. I will never sell no more. I might gift some from time to time. I'll never sell it again. It's too precious. Now I feel like selling my honey kind of make me feel like I'm selling my soul. Look at that. Is that not the most beautiful, perfect shape? Hey, forget apple bottom. That's a pear bottom right there. That's beautiful. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Look in the description box. Look in the description box, and it tells you about this pear. I put all the information about this pear in the description box. This is why it doesn't have fire blight. This is why it's so prolific. You want to know why? Because it's a hybrid of a European pear and an Asian pear. It's a perfect hybrid. That ain't right. I can't wait to get away from over here. It's a perfect hybrid of an Asian pear and a European pear. So you would take like a Shinko, don't quote me on this, okay? But you would take like a Shinko and a Bartlett, or Shinseki and an Ayers. Oh, So you get the best of both worlds, you know. You can eat it fresh right off the tree instead of have to wait, or you could just let it wait and get super sweet, super sweet. Now, I was gonna show y'all this video before, but I always, every tree I get, every fruit tree, I always give my first piece of fruit to my wife. She got a pear in there like this, you hear me? And when she got home, I said, baby, you got the first one, it's time. I always give her the first fruit on any one of my trees. Gotta feed your baby first, man. Feed your baby first, bro. Right? That always, that's my own little thing. Like, I don't know. We're gonna take the rest of these pears off. But I'm about to air layer this whole branch off. This is gonna be a 10-foot tree. So I'm about to air layer this. I know it's late in the season, but I don't even care. So hold on. Okay. Let me see. They all off this branch. Nope, I got one more over here. Y'all see? Right there. That mug big too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that big, beautiful mamma jamma. This is off of one branch. One branch. I don't know if y'all can see that. There, you can see it. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. So I'm going to take this whole branch off. This whole one. Let me come to the side so you can see it better. One thing about the Orient pear, it grows out. It don't grow straight up. It grows out like an apple tree. I'm gonna air layer that whole thing off of there. And I'm gonna just go around, and you see, here's the other tree that I'm gonna take all of the fruit off of it. How do we get some cuttings from your air layer cutting? Now, I'm not gonna air layer a bunch of cuttings. Now, if you wanna buy a cutting, I have Lady Led put it on the website, but cause look, I got tons of cuttings. I got tons of cuttings, tons of them. Look at that. That whole thing. I got tons of cuttings. What's up, B Rich? What's going on, my brother? Good to see you in here. I ain't seen you in a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna have Lady Leah put the cuttings on the website. So if you want that Orient pear cutting, it'll be on there tonight. But I just wanted to show y'all one of the most beautiful, prolific, strongest, no fire blight. And when it do get fire blight, let me show you. If it do get a little fire blight like this, it stops it. It stops it in its tracks. This is fire blight, where it looked like it been burned by a torch. But it stops it. It stops it. That means it's highly resistant. Now, I'm gonna show you a tree. Yes, they grow in Ohio, Veronica, yes. Now, I'm gonna show you a pear tree with fire blight that is not resistant at all, which is, I think this is the Korean giant. The Korean giant suck. Beautiful pear tree. And now I can see, I'm also gonna show you what fire blight does to the fruit. Look, this is fire blight. It only took a couple of days to do this. This is fire blight. This is what fire blight does right here. It literally looks like somebody came and burnt the tree up, right? Now, once fire blight gets in your tree, the only way to fix this is to literally, I'm gonna have to cut this down to here where I don't see any signs of fire blight, which is almost down to the base. But that's okay, because we're moving from here anyway, and I would have had to chop it anyway. This is what fire blight does to your fruit. This is why I got rid of the kefir trees, because with the kefir, they was always loaded full of fruit. But then when they get fire blight, this is what it does to the fruit. It dries them up. Look at that. That's what it does. That's a perfectly good example of fire blight that you don't want. And I'm sick of that. And when it comes to pear trees, the fire blight happens so fast, it'll ruin your whole tree within a week. And if it really starts raining, oh my God, you'll come out there to a cinder like that one. Look, where is it at? Like a cinder. So that's why I'm in love with my Orient pear trees. The two in the front, never a problem, ever. Just fruit. These two, never a problem. Let me show you something else. For example, perfect example of what I was just talking about. Here is a little pear tree that I just got through cutting. You know why this tree is so tiny? I'm gonna show you the base of this tree. This is the base of this tree. Look, this is the base of it, that big base. But look at the rest of the tree. You see this? Let me see what I grafted on here. Okay, this was the second pear tree down here. Right here, you see I grafted. The second pear tree is doing great. But right here, I grafted on the kefir pear tree. For some reason, I took an old branch from one of the trees I removed and was gonna put it back on here. And I gotta keep cutting the damn thing down because it keep getting fire blight over and over and over and over again. And it won't grow because of that. Perfect example of fire blight. Trees with fire blight is just a nuisance. And I refuse to deal with it anymore. And I will say this too. Okay, if you young and you feel like dealing with that, great. But see, the realization of my age is really starting to come into play. I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to wait another 20 years for a pear or keep playing around with different kind of pear trees to see what works and what don't. I'm drawing a line here. When I take stuff to freedom makers, these the only two pear trees I'm taking with me. The Orient pear is the only one. I'm gonna take a pineapple, I'm gonna take a Bartlett, and I'm gonna take an Orient. Everything else, I don't have time to play games. I need fruit. It ain't that I want fruit, and I want to clear that up. I don't just want fruit anymore. I need fruit. You say, Led, why you say you need fruit? Because the prices of food is going through the roof. The gas prices has jumped 25 cents in 1 week again. The prices of everything is going through the roof. I need the trees and the plants and the herbs that's going to produce flawlessly. I can't keep on experimenting. Okay, I've been experimenting for years. My experimental days is over. I leave that to my kids. Say we need fruit because that's the whole purpose of planting a tree. Yes, the whole purpose of planting a tree, but experimentation is good and is needed. But here's the thing. You have to have a little reality in your head about, man, how many years you got left to keep playing games? And my reality, my mortality is I don't got time to keep playing. How you doing, Harriet Claire? It's good to see you. Say, Led, which one of mine got fire blight? When one of mine got fire blight, I cut it down, but when it grew back, it had ferocious thorns. You want to know why it had ferocious thorns? Because you cut it too far to the bottom. So what's growing now is the actual Root growth. That's not even, if you had, like, say you had a Bartlett, and it was growing terrible and it was fire blight, and you cut it down, you cut it below the graft line. So what you're growing now is whatever graft, root stock that they grafted it on. You're not growing the real tree anymore. You're growing whatever that is down there. Okay? I mean it. Whatever, if you got them long, sharp thorns, I'm trying to think, I seem like I got one like that somewhere. If you growing a pear tree with them thorns like that, get rid of it. You ain't got to get rid of it, but you wasting your time if you looking for, some real. If you had a Bartlett, it ain't a Bartlett no more. I guarantee you that. See, I believe it, and soon it soon died. Right? Soup Bone say, yes, I have prepared the good times for the bad, like Joseph told Pharaoh. Right. DC Stewart straight up didn't have time left to be playing. I don't have time left to be playing. Everything I'm taking to my land is a calculated step. Everything that I'm digging up and taking to my land, for instance, I'm taking all my persimmons. Every single year they give me tons of fruit. So with fruit, I've told y'all before, with fruit, why have I always talked about fruit trees all these years and not so much the gardening part? Because that fruit feeds you. Fruit hydrates you. Fruit nourishes you. Fruit can also turn into medicine. Fruit can also turn into alcohol. Fruit can also turn into fuel. Fuel meanings you can turn fruit into something flammable or combustible. So I've had people tell me, wow, where's your garden at? I ain't see no garden growing, because I wasn't interested in that. That's all good and all, be growing tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff. That's all cute, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I always emphasized on my fruit trees, because the fruit tree, guess what else I don't have to do every year? Come out here tilling, digging, plowing, all that. Nope, nothing. With your fruit tree, you come outside, you pull a few weeds from around it, you add a little mulch around it, and you fertilize around it, you water around it, you walk away. See, all these years I've been trying to tell folks about my way I garden, not how to garden, my way. My way is I don't have damn time to sit out here in the garden like I ain't got nothing else to do. I've only been retired for 2 years. Before that, I was full-time working everywhere I worked at. So I didn't have time to just be sitting out in the garden watching squash bugs kill my squash. It just don't work that way. That's ridiculous, right? While I talk, I'm a pull. So that's why, ooh, look at the size of this mambo. Look at that. Look at that, big baby. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I let Lady Led dealt with the garden. I did some gardening. I like gardening, but I love my trees. I like gardening, but I love my fruit trees. I had to repeat that. Yeah, I've had people say, oh, he ain't got no garden. So, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about nothing we doing over here. We know what we doing over here. We've been doing it forever. So this here, this is all you got to do. Look at that. I'm trying to watch this poison ivy. Why would you want to be out? Why would you want to be out plowing and shoveling and digging and your food is above the ground? Why would you want to do that? I got berries over there, fruit right here dangling in my face like some kind of XXX movie. Look at this. That thing's so big I can't hardly hold to it. That's how it's supposed to be. You plant once, you work hard for a few years, and then you're supposed to coast. You ain't supposed to be keep on sitting here doing this every year. That's ridiculous. Now, I say grow a pear. Now I'm gonna grab this this fruit grabber because I'm not getting on no ladder. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's so perfect. Let's see if I can get to it. Ooh, that boy fell off. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here's the one that fell off. Here's the one that just fell off into the dirt. Now I hope both of these don't come at the same time. But they're huge. I don't want nothing to happen to them. Ooh. Good. Look at that big mama. Look at that big mama. Ugh. This mug huge. Look at that. Hold on. See how much easier it is when you lift them up? I'm sitting here pulling on it and it wasn't doing nothing. Just, there you go. Look at that. Grow a pear, y'all. Look, grow a pear. Hey man, grow a pear. Stop whining. That's it. So I'm gonna come around here, I'm gonna get these ones off the ground, off the low branches. I'm gonna have y'all come with me. Y'all can come with me. Come on, it's okay. I asked my mama, could y'all come over? It's okay, y'all asked my mama, could y'all come over and play the game? It's okay. I ain't even gonna get in trouble. I asked my mama, could y'all come over and play the game? But as you can see, look. I don't know if y'all can see all of that. If I would have took the grapevines off of here, oh, this mug huge. Look at that. If I would have took the grapevines off of this tree would have been this mug would have been loaded down with fruit. Remember, this tree only been in the ground for 2 years. Look at that. Look at the size of my mitts now. Now imagine how much you'll pay for this. Okay, okay, one more on the low branches. Nope, two more. Two more on the low. Now we got more up top. And then I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all this coffee cake persimmon. Golly, look at that. Ooh, look, they big down at the bottom of the tree and they big at the top. It don't matter where you are on this tree. And remember, we in shade too. We in shaded area back here In the front is sun. It don't matter whether it's in full sun or shade. They all be beautiful. Look at that. This make it so I ain't got to keep getting on no ladder too. I'm too big to be on no ladder. Look at that. That's beauty. You're beautiful is true. Missed it. Missed it again. Come on now. Stop playing with me. There we go. Stop playing with me. Playing with it. That thing didn't want to come off. This is why. Look at that big monster. Birds been pecking at him. That's okay. Look at this. Big monster. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop because the bucket is full. Look like something. Look like a deer done got that one and a wasp. Look. Deer been eating that. They can have it. But my bucket is full, so I'ma chill for now. Look at that. I'ma see most of the time you gotta let a pear ripen on the countertop. I'ma see, since it's a hybrid, I'ma see if they're good fresh eating. This one, it could be sweeter. This one is delicious, fresh off the tree. It don't need to sit and ripen. I think if I let it sit and ripen, it's gonna sweeten up even more. But it tastes just like a Asian pear. Same texture as an Asian pear. Not gritty, not grainy. This is for the person that asked me to describe them. Not gritty, not grainy, not creamy. It's like that Asian pear. Okay. For everybody that wanted to see the chocolate persimmon, I'm sorry, this is the coffee cake. This is the coffee cake persimmon. They're fairly small and they starting to ripen. This is the coffee cake. Yeah, I got 2 of these. This, I put this in the ground maybe a year ago and it's already fruiting. So that's a big deal for me. And now the pollinator, they give it the coffee cake cinnamony taste and look inside. Here is chocolate persimmons. My friend Claudia got me years ago. And it just produced fruit last year, and now it's even producing even more fruit. So the chocolate and the coffee cake pollinate each other. They really don't do too well with any other. This is the perfect combination. They even sell these together, like almost like you sell those kiwi fruit. They sell the male and the female together. They usually sell the coffee cake and the chocolate persimmon together. But you see, got a lot of fruit on this little tree. Now I'm gonna show you my other coffee cake. I got pecans all up in this tree. Pecans all up in this tree. I told y'all, all this mug loaded this year. Loaded. I know y'all probably can't see that. This tree is loaded with pecans. Here's my other coffee cake persimmon, and it's ripening up too. And this one is loaded with fruit, loaded. For a little tree, I put these in the ground at the same time. Now, everybody know Rasputia. Everybody know Rasputia. Rasputia is a gyro persimmon. This is how much fruit she got on her. She is linked to the ground. Let me give you a better angle at that. She linked to the ground with fruit. All of this whole thing is with fruit. Every tree, every branch. Every branch is loaded to the ground. Every year I do this. Bonita, for everybody wondering about Bonita, Bonita is my Fuyu persimmon that I've had since I moved in this house. I brought from my other land, got hit by a tornado. She came back, all she was a little twig, a little stump. Here she is. She's back in business. She ain't in her full glory, but she still got fruit on her. She done fruited again. I'm not even worried about her fruit. But this is Rasputia. You can really see her now. That's how loaded she is. Damn, this pear is good. That's how loaded she is, family. To the ground. To the ground. Pecans, apples. I eat figs every day. I'm eating figs every single day. I'm trying to find more pecans. There they go. Right there. Right there. Pecans everywhere. Here goes some right here in our face. Pecans. Pecans. Every pecan tree is loaded. Every persimmon tree is loaded. Every beehive is loaded. Guess what? I just got, let me see, about 13 gallons of honey. Y'all seen it. Not 13, I'm sorry. About 8 gallons of honey. 1.5 gallons buckets. 5-gallon buckets of honey. I gotta go get some more. I gotta get that out of there before they take it. I'm eating figs every day. We got jujubes. Figs every day. My LSU golds. Every day. Every day. It seems like every time I pull some down, it grows some more. And Fuji apple. Fuji apple tree loaded. Fuji apples. We harvest all the apples off of that. Jujubes. The deer been eating my jujubes, but that's okay. They ate all the bottom ones. But you can see all my jujubes. That's what they look like. All in the tree. Low quat, get you an Orient pear. Low quat, we already ate the fruit off of that. My very first low quat, this low quat is named Diana. I named it after my friend Garden Love, because me and her bought this together. Ate all the fruit off it. Now I want to show y'all something special. Remember last summer, Orient. Remember last summer, I planted 3 pear trees. How many people remember that? How many people remember that I planted 3 pear trees right here last summer? Last fall? I think it was fall. You ain't gonna believe this. And I just did an update on it a few months back. Watch this, watch this. This is, my RV used to sit right here, remember? And I was planting this one, this little one. This is the little one. This is the little guy. Okay, here's that other one that I planted. Now y'all was with me when I did this. Y'all was with me when I did this. So I can't make this up. I can't lie. It's on the video. The footage is there. Here's the other one that I planted with y'all. All the squirrels ate all the fruit except for 1 peach. I took 1 peach off and the squirrels got the rest. And I got proof. I videotaped it. I never put it up, but I'll put it up to show you. Now, here's that 3rd peach tree that I planted on the video with y'all live. I can't make this up. Let me get myself together. I'm gonna have to pull that back, ain't I? That's it. Can you see the whole tree? Yeah. Watch this. I told you. I got lemons, oranges on the whole other side of the freaking house. I let my raspberries go. I could do this all day. And the funny part is, if you don't show stuff on YouTube, people don't believe that you have it, which trips me out. Look, 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 look. Pecans. 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 I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I got stuff out here I ain't even showed you. I ain't showed you that pecan tree. I ain't showed you them mulberries over there. I ain't showed you the tamapan, persimmon. I ain't showed you the blueberries. I showed you earlier. I ain't showed you the oranges. Family, I'm gonna say this before I let y'all go. It's not a contest. Don't grow food for YouTube. Grow food for you, not YouTube. You ain't got nothing to prove. You don't got nothing to prove to no other gardener on social media. Because you and God and your family know you eating. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. I've heard some goofy dude say, he don't got no food, he ain't growing no food. Goofy dude talking about me. You ding dong. Just because you don't see what we do on camera, I guess what? I do a lot of stuff that I don't show nobody on YouTube. It ain't nobody business. But we do this every year. And the funny part is I got so many videos showing my family eating every year pomegranates, persimmons, pears, apples, oranges, lemons, limes, kumquats, loquats. I be like, what the hell is this ding dong talking about? He don't never see no food. Tomatoes, you name it. But the thing is, family, it's only one reason why people do stuff like that. Number one, they wanna gaslight you to say their name so they can feel better, or you'll send some people their way. That's one thing. But the other thing is this. They're in a competition with me, and it's sad. Because I don't even give a damn. Listen, I'm not giving these pears to everybody on YouTube. I'm about to take these pears in this house, give them to my lovely, beautiful little wife, and she gonna kiss me all over my forehead. That's who I'm trying to please. And it's sad because I see some folks on YouTube in competition with me, and I ain't even in the race. You know, I'm not even in the race. You don't gotta compete against me. Compete against yourself. It's more interesting. Because competing against me, whether you win or you lose, you lose. I'm not in the race. You know? I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't mean nobody no harm. And all I've been trying to do on YouTube is help as much as I can. That's it. Just help as many people as I possibly can. But for some reason that always get misconstrued as something weird. I'm copying, I'm cheating, I'm taking, if people only knew what my real intentions and my real goals were, I think they may shut all the way up. They may. Usually it don't work that way. But I got hope. Let me show you this, okay? Let's get back deep down into this pear. Because it's like, I think it would even be super sweeter if it was cold, you know? It's hot. Thank you, Unbiased. It's really hot, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's so juicy. It's so loaded full of juice. I'm not being gross. Hey, Oldham Homestead. I was just over there looking at y'all the other night, man. Checking y'all out. I'm not being gross. I want to show you. I'm not eating this one because it's the most delicious pear. Because it's not super sweet. It's just good. I'm eating it and I can't stop eating it because it's so juicy. You see me, I've been sweating since I've been on this camera. It's hydrating me. My water is over there. I haven't even had no water. The inside, let's talk about the skin. This for my mukbang lady. The skin is not tough. It's not grainy. It chews. It don't like cut your mouth. You know, some pears will cut your mouth. That pineapple pear will cut your mouth a little bit. This real deal is the Orient pear. You want to know when I bought this pear? I got a video. I got this pear from Kroger. Can you believe that? Listen to me close. Okay, let me tell y'all the story. I was at work. I got a video right here on YouTube. Go look at my playlist for pear trees. You see it's a video on that, and I'm going to link it on after this video, so it's going to be on one of the little links that you can click on. I bought this pear tree and a couple of other Asian pear trees from Kroger. I was at work delivering on my route. I can say this now, I don't work there. I went on my lunch break after I seen they had these trees. I was kind of like, well, I'm about to do this on my lunch break. I bought them trees. Let's put it like this. I bought those trees and put them on hold till I got off work and went back and picked them up. I'm just saying. At Kroger, that day I bought about 6 trees. I bought all these Asian pear trees, and I bought 2 Orient pear trees. You already know I'm buying some. I wasn't about to let that slide. I went to every Kroger to see if they had them. Nobody had them. So I asked the people, why y'all got fruit trees at Kroger? They wasn't supposed to be there. It was just an accidental shipment. Like that, it ain't supposed to be at their house. I mean, at that store. And they were selling them. I think I bought them for something like $9 a piece. I cleaned them out. But yeah, that's the story of these 2 Orient pear trees. The other one is different. But yeah, there you go. Do me a favor. If you get the Orient pear tree, thank me later. This is Lead Farmer 73's choice stamp of approval pear. Do they self-pollinate? Yes. Do you ever get any Yes, they were sent there just for me, Riri. Yes, they were. Odom's Homes just said my Kroger gets them ones in the blue moon. Once in the blue moon. Okay. It's unheard of for me. Down here in Carolina, it's unheard of. Is it too late in the season to put them in the ground? No, this is perfect time. Plant your trees now in the fall so they can overwinter. This is the time to plant your tree right now. Now is the time to plant it. Hey Christina, Veronica say I would be in the dark ages if I hadn't found you some years back. Thank you, Veronica. Natural Light Brown Sugar say, Lady Lead, I appreciate the videos. Bought a few fruit trees last year and tried your 17-gallon container method. Working great so far. I'll add pears next year. There you go. I do stuff that work. I'm not an artist. I'm not going for looks. You see my yard now. Look. Let me show you something. Let me see. Are they firm but soft? Go to your local, I don't know, Publix, Kroger store, or something like that, a high quality grocery store, and go purchase an Asian pear. Go purchase an Asian pear, and that's exactly what I'm eating right now. That's what it tastes like. That's what it feels like. The texture, everything. Go purchase an Asian pear, because this doesn't taste or feel like a European pear at all. Will they be able to survive in Ohio? Yes, they will. Oh, here's the sweet part. Pun intended. For everybody in the South worried about growing a pear tree, these only need 350 chill hours. Do you know what that means? They only need 350 chill hours. That means a good week of cool weather, they're going to produce. That's all they need. Other pear trees need like 900, 700, or even more chill hours. Those European pears need that many more, like an Ayers pear. It's another one I like too, that need those a lot of chill hours, and it don't get that cold down here in the south. So it's hard for them trees to produce. These, it don't hardly got to get cold at all. Just cool a couple of times and you good. I might have missed it, but do you still have cherry trees? Nope. No, we talked about that earlier. Myra McLean says, does the Orient pear have a widespread root system or suitable for a small yard? I'm going to say it. That's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I'm going to say these got a long tap root because they get so tall. I'm going to even say they got a wide root system. I'm going to give I don't think so. They don't come above ground at all. But I'm going to say yes, they do got a wide root system because they get so big and wide and tall that they need that root system to hold them up in these high winds. Hey, Karen Brown. Yeah, Crafty Leo, the beavers ate my cherry trees down, and I just left them alone. Plus, here's the other reason I left my cherry trees alone. I let my cherry trees go because every time I got a harvest of cherries, they had worms in them. I can cut a worm out of a pear, or apple, or peach, or plum. You ain't cutting no worm out of no cherry. If you get a worm in a cherry, the whole thing is ruined. Do they grow good in the Ozark? I don't even know where that is. Just go Google it and see. Psalm says, how is Lady Leg cocoa trees doing? Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave this for the deer. It's in the ceiling in my kitchen. Her tree is up to the ceiling. Want to hear something else? I gave my friend Adam Ness a cocoa plant maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Guess what? He has flowers. He has fruiting flowers on his cocoa plant. So that's why Lady Leg keeping that one. That's why she keeps selling those cocoa plants, because people is actually getting cocoa pods off of them. It wasn't a joke. I think she still sell them too. I'm not sure. Yes, Black Beekeeper. It's a great advice to buy fruit first. If you plant your fruit trees first, they'll be growing while you get your garden together. If you move on your land before you build your house and stuff, just put your trees in the ground first. Get your trees going. Then, garden, you can do that anytime, and look how many different ways you can do it. You can grow your garden in containers, yada, 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 raised bed gardens, but that tree need to be in the ground and getting established. So by the time you build your home, like me, by the time you get going, man, you're going to come out your back door and be having pears and apples like this without even thinking twice about it. Now, let my pomegranate cut and didn't root. Everybody's did though, so I don't know. I don't know what you did, because I haven't had one person tell me nothing bad about they cutting didn't work. You said you want to hear something else? I can actually show you, for the person that just said that their cutting didn't root. I'm glad you said that. How many trees would you say you have? I don't know. I don't count anymore. That's just counting your trees is I don't collect them. I just plant trees for food. What do you think about camis pears? I don't think nothing about them because I don't know nothing about them. If you like them, go for it. I don't know nothing about them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Led, what would you choose? Kazaki or Fuyu persimmon? I don't know nothing about the Kazaki. All I know is about Fuyu persimmon. I would get a Fuyu just because I don't know what the other one is. Now, here's another thing. A Fuyu is not an astringent persimmon. A fuyu is not an astringent presentment. I don't know about the Kazaki one. That may be an astringent one that you gotta wait. My website is easily done, easygrowngarden.com/product. But I'm gonna show you something. If you hang on for 1 second, how do I buy a pear cutting? How do you root it? I haven't even done nothing yet. So I'm gonna have Lady Led put it on the website, okay? Because I got a few more branches to cut off. For the person that need the cuttings, about the cutting, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. All right, just to show you, honestly, that I don't know what you may have done. These are still some of the cuttings I have left from the mulberries and the pomegranates. All I got them doing is soaking in a bag with napkins. Look, new growth, new growth. You wanna see something else? Look, roots. So I told everybody to root a pomegranate or root a mulberry cutting or root a elderberry cutting, literally either do this or just take the stick and jam it in the ground. I'm gonna show you this and then I'm gonna show you the results of doing this. Watch this. I'm trying not to disturb them too much. These are the ones that did not sell. Look. Those are the roots. So that's why I was like, I don't know what you did. You may have done something wrong, but every single person is emailing me and Lady Led and showing that their tree took and is growing in like a little pot. Some people put it right in the ground, and I've had no problem whatsoever. And this right here just show you, these are the ones that we didn't get a chance to sell, and we literally just left them in the bag, and they're in the bag growing. They're just in the kitchen. Every time I do a video, they're sitting right next to me. So there is no way you can mess that up. Okay, and let me show y'all real quick. Okay, beautiful pear tree in the South 9. How we've been out of luck for years, but a fruiting pear tree there in the South 9A. I just showed you the proof. I'm right here. I'm right here in 8A. I'm in South Carolina. If you in 9A, you like in Florida or something like that, or I think Texas is even 8A. But you down in Florida, go get the Orient pear tree. Even in Texas. Now I'm going to show you the results. I got to cut this grass. I'm so busy out at the land cutting the grass, I ain't even cut my own grass here. Well, it's all my grass, ain't it? Let me show you something. This is the result. You ready for this? Did you see? I'm going to say 2 years ago. Let's even say 3. It ain't been 3, but let's just say 3. I took one cutting, and jammed it in the ground. Want to see it today? 3 years. It would have been bigger than this, and I had to put the gate around it because the beavers ate half of the tree. So the ones that kept growing, look how big they are now. The ones that kept growing ended up being this big and thick. Now, this is from that one little cutting, just like I sent you. That is from a cutting. That is what you got. You got a duplicate of this tree. You see that? All of that is that one little cutting I stuck in the ground a couple years ago. I can't make that up. My wife will back me up on that all day long. So, yeah, we had some more cuttings. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put some more mulberry cuttings up there because I gotta trim it back again. I'll put the pear cuttings up, and look at her. And elderberry cuttings. Yeah, somebody said mulberry 100% can't mess up. You can't mess up. You cannot mess up elderberry, pomegranate, mulberry. You can't mess them up. Real deal say, in fact, I like a cutting from that Orient pear. I'm gonna have it on the website tonight, okay? You cannot mess those up. For instance, I went across the creek. That's my land across the creek over there, right? I went across the creek and I brought a whole bunch of my elderberries from across the creek and put them on this side of the creek. How many people been with me long enough years that you used to be able to see my water from this Wachio-Coochie Creek? Y'all remember that? I could just walk up to the creek and walk right down into the water. I planted all of that elderberry on this side so I don't have to always get in my boat to go over there, okay? Then I took some pieces of my elderberry. Ooh, that's perfect, perfect timing. I'm gonna show you. Then I took some of the elderberry and I planted it right here. Look, see it? Let me show you. That's pure elderberry. That's pure health right there. That's a lifesaver right there. I planted all that elderberry. Let me back that out. I planted all this elderberry down this row next to my chicken coop. See that? See it? I planted this all around my land. So I never, look, you can see it all in there. I'm gonna show you one other thing. Let me show you something else. We're gonna go to the front so I can show you. I took those elderberry cuttings. We're gonna do the whole damn near tour, really, because I'm gonna show you all the way over here. I took those same elderberry cuttings and I brought them on this side of my land. If you look close, you can see the water. See it? Okay. I planted all of this here on purpose. It looked crazy, but what this is elderberry, elderberry, and pawpaw. See? People thought I was crazy. But now I don't got to go across the river, and it's only taken like a year. Everybody remember, I used to go down to here and show y'all the water, and I could show you the beavers, show you the fish, right? But I brought all my elderberry over here, and I jammed them in the dirt, and now we don't have to go across the river to, ooh, look at all these pecans. Look at that. Look at that. Pecans. 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 Telling you, this is what we do. Right here, It just be growing out of control. Where did it go? Oh, crap. It done got so big I couldn't tell. This is it. Look. Here's a pawpaw right here. This whole thing was just a little twig. This was just a little twig, and I got them running all up and down the creek now. Cause I was like, if I wanna bother with the water, I can come over here and look at the water. But I started being like, I don't want people to be looking at me all day. So I just started letting my bushes and stuff grow and the banana trees grow and let all of this foliage grow over here because I'm not gonna do nothing over here. Plus I'm about to leave. So I'm taking all them pawpaw trees with me. I'm taking all them elderberry trees with me. I've already taken pawpaw and elderberry out to Freedom Acres. I'm taking these pecans with me, persimmons, pomegranate, you name it. Everything going with me. Apples. But I do this on purpose. And just because folks don't see me make a video about it, you know, just because you don't see no video about it don't mean that, you know, I'm a real person and I got a life. So me and Lady Led do stuff constantly. This camera goes off and then people just think we do like this. Once the camera is like, all right, Led from Surface Sea, I'll lay you in them out. They think we just do like this and wait till the next video come on. Our real life picks up, right? Right, she is sunshine. I'm a real person. I got a life. I got stuff to do. So imagine this. I haven't done no videos whatsoever on me planting all that stuff down that creek. Have I? None. None. It's wild blackberry, wild strawberry, pawpaw, elderberry. It's everything down there. I got a pawpaw tree right here. Pomegranate is easilygrowngarden.com/product. See you clear. So I just wanted to let you guys know, hey, if you're looking for a good pear, this is the one, okay? You nicest pomegranate, man, you got it made. You know what? We already harvested the pomegranates. Remember I told y'all, when I sold the pomegranate cuttings, I was like, I don't care about the pomegranates this year, right? Because we about to dig up all the pomegranates and move them to Freedom Acres. Y'all heard me say that, right? So I cut all the pomegranates down. Today, I'm out here working in the yard. Where did it go? Look, I'm out here working in the yard, cutting all this grass down, getting it all cut down. Look, I can't make this up. It's just sitting in the ground. This is just pomegranate, just sitting on the ground. I hit the dang on pomegranate and knocked it over. And I was like, is this still a pomegranate after I cut everything off? Sure is. So, see if it's all the way rotten. Nope. Still, this is the Parfianca. This is the Parfianca pomegranate. These are the cuttings that you bought. These are the cuttings from the pomegranates that we bought right here. Y'all see, I just picked this rotten thing up out of the ground. It was still, I didn't even see it in those bushes over there. I don't want to get no juice on me. Look, still good. So it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that people think I'm like a YouTube gardener is what they call it. But every year I eat. That's hilarious to me. Okay, before I eat that, that's a ruby right there, baby. This is from a cutting. Go back, I got videos of this. No, I'm sorry. This one ain't the cutting. It's the wonderful it's a cutting. That got me out here like a child. But that's what I'm talking about. That's the reality of this. It ain't got to be no competition. It ain't got to be no race. All it should be about is you able to sit in your backyard and eat you a piece of fruit off of your tree, off of your plant, out of your garden. Stop trying to compete with other people, man. Because all you're going to keep doing is failing. People is on YouTube growing things that you don't even like to eat. So they'll grow all of this stuff and let it rot on the table. And you can't give it away after a while. Some people grow so much squash. You know, tell me I'm lying when I ain't. There's a lot of folks, you know what they do? They grow all this crap that they don't eat. They don't can it. They don't preserve it. They don't dry it. You know what they do? They take that bull crap to work. And they set all that shit on the lunch table and pray to God that somebody takes some of it home. Y'all bring a sign and things. You can take as much as you want. I've been there, man. I see it all the time. When I was working, somebody was always putting they fruit and not fruit. It's always squash for some reason. On the lunch table, on the break room table. Hey, honey, come here, baby. Hey, baby. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby. Hey, honey. How you doing? I didn't think you were supposed to be here.
Oh, sweaty.
I know, I'm hot.
You hot, Paul?
I know. And this is my baby. You see my princess leg. This is my baby.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
It's good to see you.
They say, hey, lady.
Hey,
look, I'm in the house.
Look, This is Princess Leg. This is my baby girl. This is my warrior princess right here.
I's the only girl.
It's my only girl right here. She look just like her mama, don't she? She
I
do.
see Lady Lit. Mwah.
Get out of here.
I'm about to head out, old man.
You leaving already?
I just came to pick up something to wear for church. Oh, don't you look. Oh, I ain't gonna go nowhere. Oh, that.
I ain't even seen you or nothing. Well, just go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
I'll come back tomorrow, old man.
Okay, honey.
You ain't gonna be on the land?
No, I'm not. No.
All right, I'll be back tomorrow, old
Okay,
man. Don't
honey.
give me that puppy look.
I know. So you get old, I miss my babies.
He'll be back. I came to congratulate Choppy on his schoolwork.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm about to head on.
All right, honey.
Love you.
Daddy love you.
There you go.
Daddy love you, baby.
Love you, Papa.
That look here. That make y'all caught me off guard with that. That make them want to cry. That's my baby, man. Look here. Look, I ain't seen her because we've been so busy. That is my that is my dog right there. That one? That don't mess with that one. Don't mess with that one. I'll take your last breath for that one. I mean it. I'll get rid of you. I will get rid of you. I mean that with my heart and my soul. I will get rid of you. That's my warrior princess. You talk about one of the first ones I called with some gangster stuff. Don't let that cute face fool you. She like her mama. Don't let that cute face fool you. Them mugs is nuts. Love her. That's my baby, man. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all caught me all in my feelings. When should elderberry cuttings need to be taken? I don't know. That's up to you. What you plan on doing with her? I know that's my baby right there. She the one I could call at any time, anywhere, no matter what. Is that you know the song Tupac when my homies call? Everybody know the song from Tupac when my homies call. Hootie hoo! Boy, that is a female version of me right there. That one. That one. You know, I always thought, my sons would be, they cool, don't get me wrong. But that one that don't ask questions, let me tell you a private story. I'm gonna tell you a private story, then I'm gonna get off. When she was about 6, I'm gonna say she was about 6 years old. She almost 30 now. When she was about 6 years old, Lady Led was in the Board of Education taking some kind of test. She was doing something. I can't remember what it was. She was getting certified for another level of her educational career. So we were poor as dirt. So we was sitting out in the car because we only had one car. So we sitting out in the car, and we didn't have enough money for gas to be I'm gonna just drop you off and come back later. No, we sat in that car for hours while Lady Led took a test. And Princess Led was out there with me. Princess Led and my oldest boy. My baby boy wasn't born yet. And they bouncing around in the back seat and everything, and I'm up there, just trying to stay sane. So Princess Led, she hop up in the front seat and she said, "Hey, Dad, let's go get us some McDonald's." I said, "Baby, Daddy ain't got no," and it broke my heart. I said, "Baby, Daddy ain't got no money for no McDonald's." She said, "Why not?" I said, and I called myself trying to educate her as a 6-year-old, but I thought it would get rid of her, and I thought that she wouldn't understand, so she would leave me alone. I said, "Honey, Daddy ain't got no money." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because all the money is in the bank." She said, "Well, just go to the bank and get the money." I said, "Well, baby, it don't work that way. You gotta have money inside the bank to be able to go in there to get it." She said, "You ain't got no money in the bank?" I said, "No." She said, "Is it money in there?" I said, "It's a lot of money in there, but it's not mine." She said, and I said, "Baby, if I go in there and get that money that don't belong to me, Daddy gonna go to jail." She said, "Dad, let's go get that money. I'll go to jail with you." That almost made me want to cry, man. She said, "Dad, let's go get that money. I'll go to jail with you. But can we go to McDonald's first?" I cried that day because that was the first. Now, I always knew she was a daddy's girl. I always knew, and she always showed it. She wouldn't leave my side. But that was, and she was looking at me serious as hell, like this. Like, "What you waiting for?" I cried. She wiped me and said, "Dad, don't cry, don't cry." I said, "I ain't crying, I'm just, I'm just tired." She said, "So can we go in there and get this money?" "No, honey. No, we can't do that. We can't, that's not right, baby." What it showed, because she was not laughing. She's a funny little girl. She ain't laughing though. She's 6 years old on some gangster stuff, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing stuff around her. I gotta stop talking and doing stuff around her because some kind of way she's seeing me, and she's serious about riding on foods for some McDonald's, and I'm like, that's what? So she was my second ride or die chick. You know, Lady Led, that was my first ride or die right there. But my baby girl, she like, psh, let's go. Her face, she was so little, and her little baby face was so serious, like, let's go get this money. No, no, baby. We can't do. And you know, I was torn. I was torn because I had to remember, not only am I talking to a baby, I'm talking to my baby. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, we think we can pull this off? But wipe all that out of your head. And at that time, okay, now it's time to do some parenting. You trying to hold back your tears because you see she a little ride or die. And at the same time, you got a parent. You got the right from wrong thing, and she wasn't getting it. She wasn't getting it. She was like, I said, we just go get the money. We gonna give it back. No, honey, it don't work. It don't quite work like that. I said, you remember your Uncle Ray? Yeah, where he at? Yeah. Remember Uncle Ray? Mm-hmm. Remember Uncle Lamar? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where he been at? Yeah. Well, honey, he thought your idea was a good idea too. So that right there, that's why I call her my warrior princess. That's Princess Led, because she don't play, man. She don't play. She don't play. So I had to share that with y'all, since y'all already caught me up in my feelings anyway. So, any questions before I go? I'm still eating this pomegranate. No, she don't play. I ain't gonna talk about her personal stuff. Just put it like this. Question. I have an elderberry tree, and I want to take cuttings to plant more. When should I cut them? Whenever you feel like it. Whenever you feel like it. That's Daddy Baby. Traveling through said you had me laughing. God bless you and your family. Thank you for that. Hopefully they can grow up here in Ohio. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. I ain't never had to talk to my sons like that. I ain't never had to tell them that. Her, I always got to tell her that. And I'm not going to tell you her real name, but my daughter's real name, I named her after one of the most poetic, strong black female rappers. One of my favorite female rappers of all time. A woke, conscious black female rapper. Hell no. MC Lyte ain't said nothing conscious. I ain't gonna say whether y'all right or wrong. But I'm just telling you. Oh, all I'm saying is somebody close. Somebody. I'm gonna say this. Somebody even more poetic, and somebody more conscious than even her. But that's my baby though. So, you guys, any questions about these pears? I gotta finish picking these pears before night hit. It's getting dark in here, and I got some traveling to do. For everybody that's wondering, for all my beekeepers, I am about to attempt something I've never done before. I am selling the Orient pear cuttings. They're going to be online tonight. If not tonight, first thing in the morning. But you know they're going to go fast. Unbiased LLC asked a question. What was the question, Unbiased? I'm waiting on you, sister. Thank you, Odom's Homestead. Man, I'm always watching you, brother. I'm always watching, man. Wild bees. Yes, I'm going to. I don't do cutouts and I don't do trap outs, but I'm going to do my very first real true cutout Monday. And I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be live. Some of it's gonna be live, I guess. I guess I can go live, but I'm recording it too. Are they self-pollinating? Yes. But you can pollinate it with anything else. Like I said earlier in the video. Will notifications be sent when cuttings are posted? No. Notifications like what? Oh, you mean like here on YouTube? Probably. This is the question she asked. Anybody in the chat, is lead selling lemon cuttings? Didn't hear them. No, you know what? Unbiased. I can't sell lemon cuttings anymore. You know they made that illegal. They made selling citrus cuttings illegal. Yep, because of some disease down in, 1 minute it was like in California, then it spread to Florida, and then they just cut everybody off. Said it got to be a certified seller to sell. Yeah, go check it out. It got to be a certified seller, and it got to be shipped a certain way. Got to go through customs and everything. So I said I ain't sold cuttings in a couple years now because of that. Yep, Riri, go check it out. Rajon said, I have a little fig tree that I thought died last winter. It's only about 3/4 and a half tall now. Is it okay to put it in the ground now? A fig cutting, where are you at? Where are you at located? Are you in the north or are you down here in the south? If you're in the south, I say yes. It depends on what kind of fig tree it is. What kind of fig tree is it? If it's a brown turkey, absolutely not. Don't put it in the ground. Brown turkeys in the south just don't do well. Will you be selling Miwa kumquat? No. Sorry I'm late. Blessings. Can peach trees grow well in containers? Absolutely yes. I have a lot of videos of my peach trees growing in those big laundry tub containers. Yes, and fruiting like crazy. Absolutely yes. Yeah, that's it. Odom's Homestead, that greening disease. That's one of them. It's another one too. But yes, yes, they stopped that. Like anybody caught doing that, they're gonna get fined and probably prison. I said, I'm not in the mood for that. You got to be in the mood for prison, right? You got to be in the mood for that. Like you got to have your mouth fixed for prison. I ain't got no taste for that. Let me see. I'm trying to catch any more questions before we dip out of here. Say, I bet Oklahoma would be a great place to grow fruit trees. You've been saying some strange stuff all day, man. I don't know who you are or what you do, but you gotta go. Put some butter in your pocket, cause you going to the cornfield. That you keep saying some strange stuff, man. I don't know if you messing with me or you just, either way, you got to go. That's crazy, man. This internet etiquette stuff, man, you shouldn't have to teach grown folks how to talk in public, man. All right, baby. My baby. Say I got a mulberry tree in my backyard in PA. I want to take a cutting down south with me when I finally get some land. Do you think the tree will acclimate to climate? Listen, that mulberry cutting right there, guess where it came from? Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio. Yes, it will. It'll be just fine. Matter of fact, it'll go crazy down here. Will fruit trees grow in partial shade? It depends on what kind of fruit tree it is. My baby yelled out of the car just to make me even sadder. Damn, the mosquito trying to bite my image on the phone. He's trying to kiss me through the phone like, what's his name? Who else pomegranate cutting is sprouting good? I can't, but can wait for it to give me fruit. Oh, okay. Will lemon trees grow in partial shade? Yes, they will. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say something. It's not a full lie, but I'm going to speak from my own opinion right now. A lot of citrus trees grow very well in partial shade. As a matter of fact, I'm going to even say even better in partial shade. I don't think they should be in full 100% burning hot scalding sun all freaking day. Nope. Down Lemon Lane, it's sunny most of the day, and then it's shade. It's shade in the first in the morning, and it's shade at night. That's why my lemons and stuff just grow so crazy like that. Everything that I used to try to grow out here in the open just didn't do well. Okay? And I took a lot of my trees out of Lemon Lane already. Lillian is gone. I recorded it. Lillian is gone. A couple of orange trees, grapefruit tree, gone. They at Freedom Acres. Say I have shade cloth on mine because the sun is too hot. Yeah. It was another question I'm trying to find right now. Yeah, Soldier Boy. That mosquito was trying to kiss me through the phone. It was bumping up against here. Like, I'm over here. Say, guess apricots do well in the South, huh? Yeah, they do. Okay. All right, I'm going to let y'all go now, okay? I got to hurry up and finish picking the rest of these pears because I really don't want nothing to get them, because if they tasting this good, the raccoons and stuff will start eating them. So far we got a nice little catch. So far we got a few more to go up there, but I'm gonna dig this whole tree out. I'm digging this whole tree out the ground, and I'm taking this with me. I'm digging this one out the ground too. I might leave this one. I might leave it. I don't know. Because I'm going to air layer that off. I'm going to leave all of my muscadine grapevines here. I'm leaving that. Because that ain't nothing to grow. That grow fast. Oh, it's a pear right here. Look at this. Right in my face. Right in my face. Hold on. We getting that. We getting that, sucker. I'm gonna show y'all, for the people that just came in, this big old monster pears we've been getting all day. Look, this one right in my face first. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Look at that. Big monster. Look at that big beast. Watch this. Watch this. That don't even look real. That don't even look real. That don't even look real. That look like one you can get out of like Michael's or something. That fake plastic fruit. That don't even look real. Hold on. We gonna finish Y'all been with me this long, we might as well finish off. I'm gonna get as many as I can get and show y'all. I just want to make sure y'all can see it. Yeah. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Look at this monster. Look at this big monster. Look at that big monster. That's what I'm talking about. I think that might be it. I hope so. I hope that's it. See, this is, I wanted to make sure, this is why I didn't want it to get dark, because you can't see them when the sun is at a certain angle. I know it's some more up there. I just can't see them. So I just wait till tomorrow. So this is what we got, y'all. Nice little, I can that up. I'm gonna eat a lot of them, but I'm gonna can the rest up so they don't go bad. And go get these to my baby. It's about a good 20 pounds or so. 20 or 30 pounds of pears. Any questions whatsoever? Website is easilygrowngarden.com/products. Oh, I'm gonna put it in the description box below too. Hold on. Take these in the house. She gonna love this. She don't get into pears like I do. But she like these though. Cause she like Oriental pears. Damn, these mugs is good. Ugh. So for my beekeepers, again, I'm going to be hold on, I'm doing some ghetto stuff here. I'm going to be doing a trap out in a tree because they were willing to pay anything. And I told them I don't do it. They said it's desperate and they can't find nobody else. So I named my price. And I'm going to do it. And that's that. Woo! Cold-blooded. What was that? Where did you buy the pear picker? You can get them anywhere. Online, anywhere. I'll put a link to it down in the description box too, okay? It's just a fruit picker. It ain't just a particular pear picker. A trap out. Yes, Riri. Is that cutting a hive out of a tree? No. That's a cutout. A trap out means, wait, are pears good to grow in containers? I wouldn't try to do that, no. They got a long tap room, so I wouldn't do that. A trap out is, do me a favor and go look at people doing a trap out in a tree on YouTube. What it is you're trying to make it so the bees can come out of the tree or out of a wall, but they can't get back in. So they have no other alternative but to go inside of, like if you put a box on the side of it, they'll go in the box. And after a while, the queen will realize ain't nobody in the house. She'll come out on the front porch like, where everybody at? And everybody gonna be like, we down here, come down here. The queen will go in the box too. So I'm already ready, set, and prepared to go do that. I've already went and checked it out and everything. So that's gonna be a trip. because I went and saw the hive yesterday. It's like the tree. It's a booty crack in the tree, and it's gonna be hard to deal with. Somebody said they love that fresh honey. What I do with all that honey? Oh, there it go. Love all that fresh honey. This is some of the honey. Matter of fact, what did I do with that honey I was gonna take with me? Here we go. This is some, but this is the last batch that we took. This that dark stuff. Let me show you that light skin stuff. Hold on. See, show you some of that yellow boy. That's that yellow boy right there. See it? This was earlier, like early summer, late spring, midsummer, right here. We got these out of those hives, our beehives out there. The dark one, the dark one tastes like caramel berries, like blackberries, caramel, raspberry, and the light one tastes more like wildflowers and clover and citrus. That's what this one tastes like. This is Lady Leia's favorite, and this is, I like that rich, dark, thick stuff, as you can see. So I'm going to do another trap out, and I'm not going to get any comb or honey because I'm not cutting the tree at all. But we've been beekeepers for years. I could have swore I had a spoon. We've been beekeepers for years, and this is just all part of the best part of it right here. This is the bonus. Saving the bees is great, but eating the honey, so that's it. This is life-saving, life fluid. Would you recommend doing grafting now in the heat? It all depends. If you don't know how to graft at all, I would say don't do it. Because the weather is too crazy. I like to graft in the spring before the juices start running in the tree, what they call slipping. Once the bark is slipping, perfect time to graft. In the winter, you can do it. In the cold, you can do it. I would not do it in the piping hot heat. I've done it, and I gotta say, I got lucky. I've done a lot of grafting in the piping hot summer, roasting hot, but that's because I knew what I was doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to keep it moist, and you don't know when to check on it, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work out for you. So I wouldn't. You can, but I wouldn't if I didn't really know what I was doing. Okay. The best time. This is how you gonna know when the bark is slipping to graft on a tree. Go back into my grafting playlist. I got a bunch of I've been grafting videos for years, and air layer for years. Go back in my grafting playlist. You will see and I literally show you up close and show you exactly what my fingers are doing, so you will know. You ain't gonna see me too much. You're just gonna see my hands and my fingers. so you know exactly what to do. Okay? Look at that. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Yes. The Cambion layer you want to get. Well, go back to the video. You will see. That's right, Talisha. The chili dog method. You want to hear something crazy? I seen some dude. I can't make this up. Now, I literally did invent and create the chili dog method. I really, truly did. I seen some dude do it, and he said he invented it. And he fairly new to YouTube and everything. And the funny part is, I just commented on this video. I was like, hey, man, that's pretty cool. I said, that's pretty cool. I like the way you did that. What do you say that's called again? It's called air layering. Oh, that's what they call that. Okay. Years ago, I was literally actually scared to air layer trees. True thing, true. I was scared to air layer a tree. And you know who said, Led, you got this, you do everything else, you could do this. How many people ever heard of Grow Family Network? King and Bev's and their family over at Grow Family Network. Raise your hand, anybody ever heard of them? That's my brother over there, King at Grow Family Network. And people don't give him the credit that he deserves. That young man been doing a lot of stuff for a long time. Even to the point of motivating me to air layer. You want to know why I came up with the chili dog method? Because all the other ways that I kept trying was failing. I kept watching everybody on YouTube do it, and I'm like, this is too cumbersome. This is too ridiculous. And I don't like the way it turns out, and it's just too cumbersome. So he said, Led, you can do this. You got this. You're doing everything else. King from Grow Family Network is the one that motivated me to go ahead and start air layering. I couldn't air layer like everybody else. So I came up with my own way. And that was the chili dog method. I seen some dudes over in some country, they ain't had no shirts on, they ain't had no shoes on or nothing. And they was doing it with some old bags, some saran wrap. And they were just flipping and flopping. And I said, man, if I mess around and I ain't have to do all that flipping and flopping like everybody else do, I'm going to put in a sandwich bag and just cut it. Y'all want to see me do it? Anybody want to see me do it right now? Because it will literally take a few minutes. I said I'm going to air layer this tree out here. I'm doing that, whether y'all want to or not. Let me close my honey. My lips, I don't want no bees to come kiss me in the mouth. I'm about to do this right now. Let me give me some more water. Okay, let's do this. Why not? Why not? All right, it's getting dark, but I'm going to tell you how slick I am at this now. Yes, I'm patting myself on the back. It don't take long. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of explaining. Well, you're not going to see me, okay? So this is the branch that I'm taking right here. I'm going to take this whole thing. I'm going to show you I'm going to take it right here. And this how big it is. It's about 10 feet long, okay? I'm going to take this here. And tomorrow, I'm going to take this one here. That's a whole nother tree. Because I don't want this on here. This is how I did my pecan tree. Here and here. I'm gonna start here. So hold on, let me get a tripod. I already got my chili dogs ready. I got my bags ready. Where's my, let me get my box. It's my little grafting box I put together. I sent my brother King, the one that showed me, or motivated me rather, to start. I sent him a little kit just because I appreciated everything. He was like, he had my back. And I was like, man, I don't know about that. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all everything I'm doing, okay? So if you wanna stick around and watch this, it get a little crazy. I don't even think I got no powder in my box anymore, I don't believe. I don't think I do. I don't. So, hold on a second, let me go get my rooting hormone. Okay. Now, some people gonna ask me, Led, can you use honey? Can you use weeping willow sap? You can use whatever you want to. I'm not. I'm just using some plain old rooting hormone. You can do whatever you want to, but I'm showing you what works for sure. I've done it with honey, I've done it with weeping willow sap, and I've done it with this, and they all work, but I know this has not failed me ever. And plus, the thing about honey, when you put honey on a branch, you got ants, and I'll let you do the rest of the math. So I'm coming here. I got everything ready. I can see all questions if you have any, because I'm looking at the screen while I'm doing this too, okay? I got my reading glasses on here. I had them. So I'm gonna get rid of this branch under here because it's just in my way. That's a cutting right there. Okay. So you don't need a particular kind of knife. You could use, show what's in the bag, please. Nothing is in the bag, but it's just potting soil. That's it. I'll show it to you. It's just wet potting soil. It's nothing special at all. There's no particular brand. It's just plain old seed starter potting soil. Wet, soaking wet. Will these be grafted or is this going to stick in the ground? This is going to stick in the ground. All of these are fruiting buds. Okay, so I'm going to show you right here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my knife. Everybody don't trip on this knife because you're going to be like, oh, I want me one of them knives. It don't even matter. Matter of fact, I'm not going to show you this. I'm going to just show you something that you will get right off the bat. Plain old razor blade. Everybody see these everywhere. Because everybody be like, I need to get one of them knives so I can graft. No, you don't. All I'm going to do is go around this perfect circle as best as I can. Just like this, all the way through. All the way through like that. Okay? And then here's the cut, the first cut. And the second one, I'm going to come up about 1 inch or 2 and do it again. All I'm doing is cutting. Okay? Just like that. Now, I'm going to go from this cut to this cut, just like this. Any questions so far? Now I'm going to peel this bark off. See how tight that is? That's because it's late in the season. It's getting ready to go to sleep. See that? Peel all of that off. I used to have some pliers somewhere. All we doing is peeling this off. So I remember doing this in 4-H. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Peel that whole thing off. Get all of it. Don't leave none. If you can't see this side, go around the other side. I don't care how you got to get. You at your own house, so you can get uncomfortable if you want to. But make sure you get all of that. You don't want any connecting bark. Any. Like it's a piece right here. See this? See that? If you don't feel back there or look back there, you won't see it. Now you see this? You don't think that's nothing. You think this is separated, but it's not. The cambium layer is still connected right here. You want to get rid of that immediately, because that's connecting the top from the bottom. And you know what'll happen? It'll just scab over, and that connection will still bring life out here, and no roots will grow here. And this whole thing will just scab over. Now you scrape this sucker to death. You will feel this slimy, smooth stuff. What time of year would this be done in? You could do it whenever you want to. It's totally up to you. Right now, you see what time it is I'm doing it, and I'm taking a chance. But hopefully next time this year, I will be on Freedom Acres permanently, forever. So I'm trying to get all my trees. I don't think I'm going to take this one with me. I'm taking the other one, but this is going to be one that I can put off in the woods. Is this on the pear tree? Yes. This is grafted on the Bartlett. This is a Orient pear. This is an Orient pear that I grafted onto this tree. And I'm taking it back off through air layer. You don't want this exposed. You want to scrape this, all of it scraped. If you can't see on this side, go to the other side and scrape it. What I'm about to do. I need to make sure there is no connection. See, I couldn't see that. It's all connected right here. Get rid of it. No connection. Underneath either. You want to, should I air layer a tree that hasn't fruited yet? You can do whatever you want to do. Yes, you can, if you wanted to. This is when somebody got a tree and you want a piece of it. You can either take a cutting or you can air layer it. If you got time to air layer, this is best. Cuttings is great, but this is a sure deal here. So now, with that being like that, all I'm going to do is take my rooting hormone. Let me see if I still got my little. Yep, still do. Take my rooting hormone. Little paintbrush that I took. This my daughter's when she was a kid. She didn't need it no more. Put it all around there. All around this top, because this is where your roots is really going to come from this top. Is it true that air layer won't grow a taproot? That's a lie. Everybody, people know that I done sent them trees. Go ask Homestead Heart that. Homestead Heart got a few of my trees I sent her. She'll tell you. Don't listen to all that nonsense, y'all. People will steer you wrong just because they can. Now, I'm gonna take my bag of soil, which I call my chili dog. This is the chili dog method. I have already squeezed out all of the water, the moisture, as much as I could. What is your website? You got, just hold on. I done said that a million times. Easily Grown Garden at easilygrowngarden.com/products. All right, here we go. So, now that that's all out, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, take that, You flap that back like this. See this? Flap that back like this. Watch me. And I'm going to take my knife carefully and slit that just like a hot dog bun. For the people that's wondering why this is called the chili dog method, this is why. Because now it looks like you're going to see why I call it the chili dog method. Just like that. Come back up to your branch. Hold on, let me move my box. Come back up to your, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot my zip ties. Hold on. You're going to need zip ties too. I almost forgot. This is a big branch, so I'm going to have to tie two together. Okay. Okay. You take this and you open it up just like a hot dog bun. And you close it around that branch just like that. Just like a hot dog. Hold on. I want you to see. Just like a hot dog. Wrap it like this and hold it over like this. Zip tie it. Tight, like that. Now you can let it go. Do one more at the bottom, just like this. Just like that. The reason I do this, so now it don't move. When the wind blow, it don't move. When an animal grab on it, it don't move. That dirt will stay there, so when the roots start forming, it won't move. If it keeps sliding around and moving, it won't let the roots form. That's why I do this. That is the chili dog method. So what I'm going to do now is cover this whole thing with aluminum foil because I want to put this in the dark. I forgot my foil in the house. So I'm going to come back out here with foil, okay? Do not do it. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to show y'all the rest because I don't want nobody saying, oh, you said put a paper bag on it. Look, it's done. Put foil around it and just leave it. The reason I do it this way is because anytime you want to come and check and see if you got roots, you open the foil and now you can see in the bag. Everybody that put them in cups and bottles and all that weird stuff, you can't see. So once you open that stuff up, say you don't got roots. Now you done messed the whole thing up. With this way, you could just open the foil. Hey, no roots. Close it back up. Open the foil. Hey, I got roots. Close it. Hey, it's full of roots. Now you can cut it off right here, and this will be your whole freaking tree. This will be your root ball of your tree right here. Now, I'm going to do another one. I seen a question. Hold on. Where's that question? Does a seedling air layered plant and grafted plant all have? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, okay? That's some science stuff you asking now. I don't know nothing about none of that. Lifespans and stuff, but I can tell you this. You don't have to worry about the lifespan of a tree because as long as you know how to do this method, I'm going to go ahead and do this branch. As long as you know how to do this method, you can just, every time the tree gets big enough, you can just keep doing this for the rest of your life. Every time you do this, you start a whole new life of a tree. So if this tree was in its last years of fruiting, okay, how long until it pops roots? You just got to keep watching. That's why I said put foil around it so you can pay attention. You just got to keep looking. Come out every good 30 days or so and see if you got any roots. Don't be too quick. Just because you got 2 or 3 roots coming out, don't go cutting it off. You want this bag to be full of roots, okay? Don't be too quick. And I've even been done so much with my pecans, I left this on all winter long. Don't be too quick to pull them out. And no, you don't have to come in here and water it again because it's all moist inside and it's enough water and moisture in there to feed this tree until it root out, even through the hot summer. when you make the 2 circular cuts at the beginning, I know you mentioned it needs to be 1 inch. No, it does not need to be 1 inch. I just like to do 1 inch apart. Will it hurt if you? Nope, it won't hurt if you do 2 or 3 inches. It just don't make no sense. I like to do about 1 or 2 inches just to get far enough away from the cambium layer so it doesn't connect. So I'm gonna do another one right here, y'all. I'm gonna take this whole branch right here. That's a pretty good spot. I'm gonna take that. I'm still looking at questions. I got y'all. Boom. Y'all can do this. King at Grow Family Network said, Led, you got this, man. You can do this. What you so scared of? I said, I don't know. Then open it up. Peel that back like that. And if you're lucky, when the bark is slipping like this, boom. Now scrape. All the way around. Make sure all the way around. Don't simp on this or you will screw it up. You waste your time if you don't make sure you scrape the whole circumference, okay? This the important part. This is the part where I'll be telling people, this is where you mess up. Because people like mine didn't take. You didn't scrape it and scrape it hard. All the way around. Don't leave now. One strand. Scrape it. See that? That's wood falling. You want to scrape that till the wood's missing. Almost damn near to a toothpick. So what I'm doing is 2 air layers on 1 branch. That's 2 trees in one. This how cool this is. See, I missed this whole piece down here. I missed that whole thing. I would have messed up right there. Go all the way around. Make sure you get everything. Make sure you get everything. Don't waste your time. Take your time. Okay, I got the whole thing. Leave it like that. Rooting hormone powder all the way around, especially at the top, the part that's going to be the tree. I'm even cut a little bit like. All right, now we're just gonna do it again. Zip ties, get your zip ties ready. Will it get too heavy? That depends on what kind of tree you putting it on. If you put it on a little twig of a tree, you don't need a bag this big of soil. I'm putting this on a big tree. This tree is about as big as my dang on thigh. Trunk is up. Okay. How long does it take a pecan tree? I got a video, go check it out. All right. Here you go. Right here. I'm gonna do it again. Cut my chili dog. Now remember, I'll pull that back. Cut this down, just like a hot dog bun. Just like that. Open it up, just like a hot dog bun. Put it around the tree. Pull the flap back around, just like that. One of the zip ties here. Hold on, I want y'all to see everything. One of the zip ties here. Just like that. Now I can let it go. One of the zip ties here, down at the bottom. Now it doesn't wiggle on a tree. If a squirrel get on it, it ain't gonna move. If a possum grab on it, it ain't gonna move. If the wind blow it, it won't move. So if the roots start growing and that start twisting around, it'll tear the roots, and then you gotta start all over again. Now, again, to finish this off, I'm gonna cover this up with aluminum foil completely, and I'm done. So in about 30 days to 60 days, I'm gonna have 2 whole brand new. This one is gonna be about 5 foot long, and this whole one is gonna be about 10 foot long Orient pear trees. That's it. Nothing I just used is any specialized equipment. Nothing. Everything I use, you can go to the dollar store and get everything I just showed you. Don't forget to put your aluminum foil over it, okay? Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all that so y'all don't mess up. Hold on. I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just take some old cheap foil. You can cut those zip ties if you want to, so they don't be dangling like that, but you don't have to. And all I'm gonna do is just wrap it. Nothing special. You just don't want no sunlight getting in there, okay? So all we trying to do is keep the sun out. So this'll think it's underground and think it's roots. That's all to it. Close that off, top and bottom, just like that. If you want to, you can put a little tape on there just so it don't fly off. Sometimes the foil does fly off. No big deal. Now I'm gonna do this one the same way. That's it. Now y'all seen the actual 100% full chili dog method. And this is how I keep getting all my pecan trees, duplicates of pecan trees. Somebody asked me, where's your other pecan tree at? Let me show you. Here's one of the air layers. Somebody said, what did you ever do with that one pecan tree that you air layered off? Right here. Look, this is the pecan tree here that I got off of that tree right there. This was the second one. I took 2 air layers off that a desirable pecan tree right there, and here's one of them. And not just one of them, but it's mature. It's fruiting. The reason your air layer will be fruiting immediately is because if you take a cutting, if you take an air layer from a mature fruiting tree, it is mature and fruiting. So if you're in the middle, like you see this pear tree was fruiting, did you use some garden safe rooting hormone? No, I just used some rooting hormone. That's what I was talking about. I don't get into all that. I just use some garden hormone. You could use whatever you want. I'm showing you what I know works. And I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody else, And I'm gonna tell everybody what I always say: do what works first. Do what works first. Does it matter how far along on the branch you take it? Nope, it don't. I could have took it from the end if I wanted. I could have took it a foot away. I could have took it 2 feet away. But I wanted a 10-foot tree. When you learning how to do something, do it the way you learned it first, and then try to figure out a better way. If you want it safe, organic, and all that other stuff, then do it your way. But if you don't know what you're doing in the first place, do it the way somebody showed you first. Then you perfect it into your way. For instance, people been doing air layers forever. I couldn't do it like that. I was trying every kind of way and doing it myself. And then I finally did it the way I was shown. It worked. And then I perfected my own method. And it's the only way I do it now. It's faster, it's easier, it's quicker. And it's like 100%. So do it, trust me, do it the way that you learn it first, and then retrofit it to your own style. Any questions? Let me put it in the background right there. This whole tree is gonna be it. Any questions so far? Now, here's the thing. You can do this on citrus, pecans, lemons, plums. If you don't gotta be a fruiting tree. You can do this on flowers, roses, plants, flowering. You can do it on crepe myrtles. You can do it on anything. On anything. I didn't think you could do it on loquats, but my friend Turf Therapy, him and his brother did one on a loquat and proved it. I couldn't believe it. You can work on anything. So, any questions? Can you grow an avocado in containers? I wouldn't do that. I'm sure you could, but I wouldn't. Riri said, Led is showing us how to get orchards from a little work. And thank you for saying that, Riri, because I'm going to tell you this. A lot of my trees came from me doing this. And want to hear something else? Usually, I do this and I sell them or I give them away. I gave the other pecan tree to my sister. I put the other one right here. This is the way to grow your orchard or make extra side money. People got to think outside the box. Hey, whole new perspective. I just seen somebody say hi to you. Question, do I need to remove existing fruit from branch? Absolutely. Go into my air layer playlist for lemons and you're going to see the proof. What I show you in that video is, just for an experiment, I show you if you air layer and leave all the fruit on the branch, it's gonna take all season for them roots to grow just a little bit. It's awful, it's terrible. You don't wanna do that. And then you're gonna have little bitty tiny fruit that you can't eat anyway. That ain't gonna be no good to you or anybody else. All you're gonna end up, and you're gonna be trying to be cute to keep the fruit on the tree. Take the fruit off the tree so the roots on your air layer can grow. How do you transfer it to the ground? You literally cut it off, put it in the ground. It's a normal tree. It's a normal tree. You gonna see me take before winter hit, I'm gonna take the foil and the plastic off, and I'm gonna put these into containers, or I might even just put them straight into the ground out on Freedom Acres, and you'll see it. Once you do this, it's a normal tree. So to air layer, do I also need to remove the flowers? No, you don't got to remove the flowers because the flowers haven't turned into fruit. The flowers aren't taking any energy whatsoever. Your tree isn't sopping up all the energy until it turns into fruit. Once it starts turning into fruit, your tree starts feeding that fruit. Your tree ain't getting no energy to do nothing else but make fruit. Your flowers is fine. But unless it's like roses or something where it's big, giant flowers. But if it's something fruiting, small little fruiting flowers, that's fine. But once it starts making fruit, take the fruit off. Trust me, take the fruit off. Those roots will grow way faster. Today is what? August 4th. August 4th today. Mark that down because then we're going to come and check this in about 30 days. September 4th, we're going to check it. Question. I have an apple tree with a branch that's split, but it's still attached and alive almost a month later. Do you think I could do this? Absolutely. You want to know something? I actually have a video of a peach tree I used to have. It was a Saturn peach tree. Had the exact same thing happen. Had a big branch full of fruit and it broke off right in the wind because it was too loaded with fruit. So what I did was take off all the fruit and I did this and I redid it. As a matter of fact, in that video, I was actually even showing that to Homestead Heart. Go check it out. I did that on a Saturn peach tree and a Red Haven peach tree. Absolutely, you can. Matter of fact, because I know you don't want to get rid of that branch, and instead of just cutting it off, you can just turn it into a whole new tree, right? That's what you do. So before you prune your trees off, this is what I usually do. I don't just prune my tree off and just throw it away. I chili dog method, I air layer it off and I turn it into a whole nother tree. And I either put it on my land or I sell it or I give it away. That's what I do. Pruning it and throwing it away is ridiculous. That's a waste of money. I left there unsure what to do and admitted procrastinating. Leaves are alive and still fruit on it. Take the fruit off of it and do it. Say, I know I said anything. I know you said anything. Can I do it on blackberries and blueberries? Yes. Yes. You really don't even have to do it on blackberries and blueberries though. Blackberries, don't waste your time. With blackberries, you want me to show you something? I'm gonna show you something about blackberries. You don't have to do no crazy stuff for blackberries except the brick method. The brick method on blackberries, if you go back and look at Laird Farmer 73 when I was growing a bunch of blackberries, guess what? Lemon Lane used to be Blackberry Boulevard before it was Lemon Lane. A lot of people don't remember that. But let me show you something. You can't get rid of blackberries. I'm gonna show you. A lot of the trees on Lemon Lane is missing because I took them out. Let me show you. Hold on. I'm trying not to get no poison ivy. Hold on. It's in here. I just don't want to dig through this poison ivy. Hold on. I'm trying to show you. Look at this. Oranges. I ain't took this tree yet. I ain't even took this tree with me yet. It's loaded. This one is too, look. Loaded. But I was here to show you, once you have blackberries, all you gotta do, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna give you an idea of what you do with blackberries. Oh, here we go. Okay, these are blackberries. This is a blackberry vine that I had 6 or 7, 8 years ago. I keep trying to get rid of it and I can't. You see that? Let me show you how you make more blackberries. You don't break it, you don't cut it, you don't gotta do none of that. Get a bucket or a container full of soil, lay it down in there, lay it over the soil, put a brick over this, like this, leave it there. Come back in about 2 weeks and you won't be able to pull this up from that bucket. Then you cut it here, now you got a brand new blackberry plant right there. If you want it in the ground, you want it to spread, look, here's spreading down here, see? If you want it to spread, you do this on the ground, put a brick down there, and it's just gonna start growing. So what you can't see is all of these bushes back there is blackberries. You can't see them though. They used to run all through here. Now, Lemon Lane is tore up because I'm digging everything up and taking it to Freedom Acres. But that's all you gotta do with blackberries. You don't gotta do nothing. With blueberries, you just break a little branch off and stick it somewhere else. You wanna see, let me show you blueberries. Let me show you how I got a lot of my blueberries. Okay. Here's my patch. Some of these, like over here on this end, and a couple down on that end. Let me show you. Couple down on this end and down on that end. You know what I did? I took a branch from another plant and jammed it down in the dirt. Took a branch, jammed it down in the dirt. Now look, it filled that in. And down here, it filled this in. You don't gotta do all of that. Everybody think it's so hard to do all this stuff. It ain't. It really ain't. It's literally taking a piece of the branch, putting it in the dirt, giving it a little shade. Don't put it in direct sunlight so it's gonna dry out and die. Don't do that. And then you good. Keep it watered. It's good to go. Okay. So any other, is it okay to put a 3/4 fig tree in the ground now? I don't know where you live at, so that's subjective. If you live in the South, I wouldn't do it right now. I just, not a fig. Figs are too weird. What kind of fig is it? Because that matters. What kind of fig is it? Because that matters. I hate brown turkeys. I love to eat brown turkeys, but brown turkeys down here in the South is sold at weird acting. I can't stand them. I love a good LSU gold. I love a LSU purple. Rajon, I keep telling you my website, bro. I'm gonna put it in the description box after the video, okay? I keep telling everybody that. It's gonna be in the description box after the video. So, any other question? I've been doing this for years. It's not hard. People make it hard. Say that explains why my brown turkey fig died. You must be in the South. Let me tell you something. I love the taste of brown turkey fig. Brown turkey fig, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, Zone 8A. I've had about 5 or 6 brown turkey figs. You put them in a container, they go crazy. Give you fruit. They act right. You don't even water them. They act wonderful. Soon as that brown turkey fig in a container gets so big, you're like, oh, I'm putting this in the ground. Soon as it go in the ground, it die. No matter how, I had a brown turkey fig finally got so big, it was root bound in the bucket and giving all kind of fruit. I said, I'm putting this sucker in the ground. I'm gonna tell you where I had it. Where this shed is, I used to have a brown turkey fig right there. Died. Then over there by the water, I put a brown turkey fig over there. Died. Every freaking time. I put a brown turkey fig over there behind my garage. Died. Every time I put a brown turkey fig in the ground, it died here. Up north, they are great. Here, don't do it. Don't do it. Leave a brown turkey fig in Columbia. I can only speak for myself and everybody that I've talked to about brown turkey figs. Here, it don't work here. It just don't work. And everybody keeps saying, my fig tree died. And every time I say this, I'll be like, what kind of fig tree was it? They be like, a brown turkey? They suck. They are wonderful in containers. In the South, in the ground, well, I ain't gonna say the whole South, in Columbia, in South Carolina, in the ground, they suck. They don't do well at all. Now you want a prolific fig, get you a LSU Gold. That's the first fig. The second one is a Black Mission. Get you a Black Mission fig. Get you a LSU Purple. What other fig I got? A Corky's Corky's honey fig. Chicago hardy fig. You could take that up north or bring it down. I got a Chicago hardy. I got a Chicago hardy fig from Tractor Supply. Them little ones they give you in a box. Anybody ever seen them? Them little Chicago hardy figs. They have fig trees in a little box, and they only be about that tall. How many people ever seen them? After cutting the limb tree, should you put the new tree in a large pot and let it grow better? You can do whatever you want. It's a tree now. You could put it in a pot or you could put it in the ground. It's a tree. Let's go see that. Let's go see that Chicago hardy fig. I've had this tree for about, I'm gonna say, 3 years. It's a little stubby little thing that I had got from Tractor Supply. Hold on. You ain't gonna believe this. That's it. Full of fruit. Full of fruit. Full of fruit. I can't make this up. That thing was about that tall. You know why I stuck it right there? I stuck it right there because I didn't even really want it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even really want the doggone thing. Hold on. I didn't even want the fig. I bought the fig tree because I ain't gonna say teaching, I was showing a lady how to take care of a fig or grow a fig. Isn't brown turkey plant a fig? So I was showing a young lady how to grow. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and take these off for something else. Take them off. I was showing a young lady how to grow a fig, and she said she got one from Tractor Supply. And I told her I'm gonna get one from Tractor Supply, and we're gonna grow them together. I don't know what happened to that young lady. That was years ago. LSU Gold. Another one over here. Got to get these before the bugs and the birds get them. Here go a big one right here in my face. I tore it. Beautiful. Every time I grab some off, some more pop up. Look at them doggone pecans. Man, I can't wait for them. So that Chicago hardy fig did that. And it just keep fruiting every year. It get bigger and bigger and bigger and keep fruiting and fruiting. That's right. Pecan, somebody said pecan pie, baby. Pecan pie right between the eyes. Now, your fig, you see that? You see that? I was like candy. That is like candy. This is one of my favorite figs besides Mission, Black Mission, Corky's Honey. Yes, edible skin. What fig you know that ain't got edible skin? We got them. It tastes like strawberry jam. Like candy. I ain't gonna eat no. I don't need no dinner tonight. So that's it. So that's it, you guys. Um, None of this is hard. I mean, it's work. You got to put in work. But you know what? We've been on here forever. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do. You know what I really want to see? I want to taste my very first coffee cake persimmon. I want to see if it's been pollinated. Is y'all down? Because if it ain't been pollinated, a coffee cake will be astringent. So I'm scared because biting into an astringent persimmon is torture. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do it. I'm scared. I'm actually kind of scared, but I've been waiting. I've been waiting for so long because these are hard to find. They so hard to find. This, y'all with me tonight, is my very first chocolate persimmon ever tasting. Ever. And yes, you can't eat them when they almost ripe like this. If it's not an astringent persimmon, you can eat them hard and crunchy. Now, as much as reading as I've been doing for years, if that chocolate persimmon tree, if it pollinated this is the coffee cake. This should look like cinnamon inside. If it does not look like cinnamon inside, I'm not eating it. Because it'll turn your head inside out. So all I can do is pray. Since this is the first one, ripening up, it's a pretty little thing though, ain't it? It's a pretty little, they supposed to be this small. Boy, I'm scared. So when you get a persimmon, if the persimmon is not astringent, you can't eat them green like this, and they'll still be sweet. Here we go. Oh, okay. This is my very first time ever cutting one or anything. Come on, be good, please. You better be good to me. Cinnamon inside. It's cinnamon. You know what that means? It's been pollinated by the chocolate. They only turn cinnamony like this if it's been pollinated by the chocolate. No other persimmon. Meaning, oh, I should have did a whole video on this. I'm gonna do a whole video just on this. Okay. So I'm gonna taste the bud. My head ain't inside out. Okay. I've been waiting all these years to taste this freaking persimmon. And it's exactly all I've been reading all these years. It's It don't taste like a fuyu or a gyro. What is that? And they say you got to be careful because it has seeds because it's been pollinated. It got seeds in it. It got seeds in it. No, it got seeds, look. So I got to be careful how I cut it now. I don't know what flavor that is. Like, it's hard to say. Like I cannot place it. I want to almost say root beer, but no, like a A&W cream soda flavor. And maybe it's because I ate the figs first. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this one yet. Hold on. Let's open this up. Look at that. It smells so good. It's like a cream soda taste. And I don't know if that's coming from the LSU Gold fig mixture with this, but I'm getting a cream soda, like a cream root beer, like, hey, yo, it's loaded. I'm scared to eat it now because I want these seeds. I don't normally plant the seeds, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So I'm going to cut this the long way so I don't mess the seeds up. I can't mess these seeds up. Man, this thing is so beautiful. It's just beautiful. Before you can do anything else, it's beautiful first. I'm trying to save the seeds. Ooh, my goodness. Watch this. Watch this. Not only do I got my first coffee cake persimmon, but I also got my very first coffee cake persimmon seeds. I got 5. I got 5 seeds. And that's what it looked like on the inside. That cinnamony. J3GS. Say no more. Email me. I've been growing this for about 1.5 years. Something like that. This taste, it's not sweet yet. It's not fully sweet. I know what persimmon tastes like. It's not fully sweet, but it right now is giving me a cream soda taste. Is it a spoon or a fork inside the seed? I don't understand your question if that's a real question. Hey, Miss Shirley OG. J3GS. Brother. Email me at lairfarmer73@yahoo.com. But I've been waiting so long. I cannot wait until they fully 100% super sweet. So time will tell. I got you, bro. I got you. Where did you get that tree from? I don't even remember. I think I got them when I was traveling. I don't know whether I got them in Florida, Texas. I didn't get them in Ohio. South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. I don't know. I really don't know. Super hard, super crunchy. But coffee cake persimmon. I got 5 seeds. Let me put that in my pocket. Um, Look, y'all, we are doing this together. I can't believe this. I'm trying to be gentle. Seed number 2. They say it's supposed to taste like cinnamon. I don't taste no cinnamon. I know it's not fully 100% ripe and sweetened, but I don't taste no cinnamon. I taste more of like I say, the cream soda. How well will they grow in Michigan? Not at all. Asian persimmons don't grow well in Michigan. And if you want an Asian hybrid, it's mixed with Asian and um, traditional native persimmon that will grow in Michigan, it's called Nakia's Gift. Go look up Nakia's Gift and it will grow there. But it's an astringent persimmon, but it's just big. Are you saving a bite for Lady Led? No, no, I'm just not trying to bust these seeds. You don't understand what that is. I don't want to mess this up. So, look, they're in there so good, I don't want to mess that up because I think I'm going to plant them. I think I'm going to plant a couple. So, I'm going to go in here and surgically remove these seeds. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But we're going to give this a second taste. Right now, kind of tastes like cream soda. But I think in about 30 days, it's going to blow my socks off. That's what I think. So any questions before we go? We done did it all today, y'all. Today was a do it all day. We done picked pears. We done been around the house a couple times. I done air layered some trees. I almost was about to start grafting. Uh, how are the gnats not bothering you? They have a party around me. I don't know. I was gonna start. I ain't gonna graft nothing tonight. I don't got nothing really to be grafting. Really, I need to be digging stuff up. Any questions whatsoever? It's a Friday night. We don't party tonight. We don't party, man. Now this was a party. I can't wait till Lady Led tasting pears though. That's what I want. This was long. How you feeling, Electra? Thank you, Real Deal 73. Amazing you alive. Hallelujah. Which pollination for the children persimmon? You mean the chocolate persimmon, I think? Game there, my question are sharing the pears. Yeah, come and get some. You need a vacation anyway. The chocolate persimmon. What did you say? Let me. Which pollinate? Which pollination for the chocolate persimmon? The coffee cake. Coffee cake pollinates the chocolate. Chocolate pollinates the coffee cake. They're a perfect pair. After air layer goes in a pot. Wait, I'm glad we were here for your first taste ever coffee cake. Me too. After air layer goes in a pot or in the ground, how long will it take your tree to snap back? My leaves fell off after air layer goes in the pot. I I don't even worry about that. All you got to do when your tree is in shock, and it's going to be fine, especially if it's a young little bitty tree. It's in shock. Your leaves are going to come back. Don't worry about that. Just make sure it's not fire blight. You check your branch. You check your branch. If your limbs look burnt and cracked, that's fire blight. But if your leaves just fell off because they were in shock, they even look different a little bit. So you'll be fine. They'll grow back with like nothing. They'll probably even grow back before winter hit, depending on where you are. Do you have any success growing cherries in the South? Yep, I've talked about that a little earlier tonight. My best cherries was the Stella cherry tree and a Lapin's cherry tree. Did I say? No. Stella, Rainier, Lapin's. Those three cherries. Or is that one a disease? I miss a. Oh, is fire blight is a fungus, right? Yes. But you gotta cut. That's a hell of a question. I never thought about that, to be honest with you. I don't know. Look that one up, Game Nerd Mom. All I know, as soon as you get it, it will take a day and a half to destroy the whole tree. I'm gonna bite that seed out of there. Okay, we good? Everybody good? Let's get out of here. Cream soda. Still, I thought after my taste buds went down, it would be changed. Cream soda. I'm trying not to bite that seed. That's good. I ain't gonna tell nobody getting there, Mom. Cream soda. I wonder what it'll taste like in about 30 days. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. We're going to be talking about survival slumber party this weekend. Are you going to use the persimmon leaves for tea? No. We're going to be talking about the upcoming September 1st. I just remembered. Survival slumber party, survival camp at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Good news and bad news. The bad news is, and I can't believe it, the good news is, and the bad news is, we sold out. This will be the third annual Greenhouse Lounge Survival Slumber Party glamping meetup, and it's sold out. So that's the bad news and the good news. I want to say thank you for everybody for your support for the sellout, and at the same time, I'm sad that some people may not be able to make it. I can't believe y'all sold it out. Thank you. I can't wait to meet all of you, because if you sold it out, I think I'm going to be meeting people I've never met before this time. Because that's a lot of people. That's a lot of spots. So yes, thank you. Thank you. And I can't wait to meet y'all. It's going to be a trip. I know that. It's going to be a trip. So with that being said, I will I will be showing you several different things that may be able to help us at the meetup. Thanks, Led. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you. Got another seed out. Think I can get this other one too. Nope. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna catch y'all again this weekend. We're gonna talk about. I'm burping up fig. I'm burping up persimmon. Everything pear. Everybody have a wonderful night. Live Farmer 73. I love y'all. Good night. Peace. I hope y'all learned something too.